Hello, my fellow descendants! This is Mloentje, and welcome back. Guys, we have been playing for a pretty long time now with Ultimate Falby, and I do have to say, I really like her. Her kit is amazing, and she can put out some damage, I do have to say. But it is time that we look at other descendants as well, guys. And well, recently we have completed all of the Void Intercept battles, guys. While we were doing these Void Intercept battle hard, guys, we also got 2 parts for a Descendant I was actually thinking of building after Ultimate Falby. So let's take a look. Reconstruction device. What do we got? We've got Ultimate Glay here. And we've got Ultimate Bunny code. So yeah, let's go 10% Ultimate Bunny. So Ultimate Bunny is kind of the next Descendant. Yes! Nice! Holy crap, we instantly got what we want. Oh, that is so good. Ultimate Bunny code. So yeah, now it is definitely guaranteed. Like the next Descendant that I will be working on is Ultimate Bunny. Come on, Ultimate Bunny. It's 20%. Come on, it's in the middle range. We can do this. Yes! Oh! Second part of Ultimate Bunny in my hands. Nice. So Ultimate Bunny code acquired. If we look at where we can acquire them, we can acquire them from the Obstructor, of course, where I got mine from, and then the Ultimate Bunny Spiral Catalyst Blueprint. So if you look at that one, hard Pyromaniac, guys. I did get a 78 Mutant AA, so if we look into where we can actually get this one, it's Eco Swamp's Heart, the Chapel. So basically, if you let's go out of here, and then let's head to the table where we have a proper visual. So this is also kind of where I look like, okay, now that everything else is done, I got all the hard colossi. Like, what am I missing and where can I find it? I basically come to here, and then I just check out this one, and then if you click on it, you can instantly see Morpheus Material 106. We can get Ultimate Bunny code, Lepic code from this one, and then if we set it to 250%, if you can get your hands on 75,600 points at the end of the game, it's basically 2 patterns, 2 materials that you instantly get. And now that I know how to beat the hard colossi, I do find this more like a run is between, I would say, 5 and 10 minutes, because these missions on hard can last a little bit longer. But it's still a good farm to get like 2 Amorphous materials at the cost of running 1 mission, right? And then we can also get a combined carbon and all the other goodies, of course, right? So this is basically where I check, and then yeah, for the Old Mystery is one that I've been farming recently. Morpheus Material pattern 117. For the Ultimate Bunny Stabilizer Blueprint as well. But yeah, let's take a look, guys. What do we have and what do we still need? So Descendants, we go down Ultimate Bunny, and yeah, we already have this one, we already have this one. So let's look at the other components that we need for the catalyst. Reverse charging coil. This can be obtained from Fortress Heart resource boxes. Let's spawn and let's go check out if we can drop some. Reverse charging coil. There we go. The second blue or standard component is carbon crystals, guys, and we can find these from Hajo's Heart. Bam! Carbon crystals. For the pure energy residue, which is the only component that we actually don't have yet, well, except for 2 blueprints. Fortress Heart encrypted storage boxes, guys. So yeah, let's take a look. What is the... I have no idea. Frozen Valley. There are some locations that are better than others. Let's go to Frozen Valley. Let's see if we can find one. Let's set it to public, private this time. Ultra precise. Ooh, let's see how many we can get, guys. Okay. Yeah, Enzo makes this so much more easy. It's just unbelievable. It is unbelievable how easy it becomes. 14, that is a pretty good amount. There we go. After opening around 9 vaults, I think in total, 8 or 9 vaults in total, we've got our hands on enough to actually make the Ultimate Bunny Spiral Catalyst, guys. Really nice. And that means we are going to the 2 segments where we still need to get our hands on the blueprints, but as always, we are gonna go over the regular parts first. Hardener, show me where it can find you. Vesper's Heart, bam, Hardener 94. So yeah, really easy to get, and as you can see, a lot of loot crates over here though. So really easy farm. See? Yeah, bam, 103 more. Nice. Next part, Descendant. Bunny. We need superfluid. We got enough of those. Acquisition info is sterile lens. Superfluid. There we go. 181, guys. So yeah, in this short area, I found like 8 crates. Only 1 gave me superfluid. So it is the less likely component to drop here. There is 2 components as always on every location. Superfluid seems to be the less likely one for here. So the next component we would need would be specialized biometal. Now, where can we get these? Hagios Normal, Void Fusion Reactor Monster. Well, most likely, if I would say where I got mine, that would be Hagios Heart, Old Mystery. Explained this before, why I run like to run these missions. You basically can get 2 amorphous materials, guaranteed if you go for the 250% difficulty one. So you can get 2 materials at the same time, and it is a guaranteed drop rate. So you can do 2 farms for the price of 1. So we got all materials, guys, missing 1 piece, and that is the Ultimate Bunny Stabilizer Blueprint. Now, where could we obtain this one from? Dead Bright Common 24 pattern with 3% chance. We got Hard Frostwalker for a 10% chance. And we got White Knight Gulch Abyssal Fusion Reactor for pattern 099. Checked out, now that we know how to beat Frostwalker, we can go for the easy pattern, 24, with a 3% chance, or the harder pattern for Frostwalker with a 10% chance. And that comes from Hacho's Heart Old Mystery. Again, if you run this on 250% difficulty, you have a guarantee of getting 2 patterns at the same time. 16%? Yes, and we got 3 more stabilizers. Come on, 16%. Oh, yes, sir. 3rd time. Come on. The energy activator. Oh, I'm happy about that one. Holy crap. 2nd one. That is nice. That means 39 more for the energy activators. But we still haven't got our parts. Let's continue. Sometimes you just find the group, and there we go! Hell freaking yes! Oh, this is so freaking beautiful, guys. Oh my god. Like I said before, this part seems to be the hardest farm I had to do so far. In terms of getting the patterns, 117 was the easiest, but being able to kill Frostwalker was then hard. Being able to get other parts were then, or other fragments was then harder, but being able to get that part out of that, well, it's a lower chance. Like, this was such a struggle. Like, just in general, like, how easy it was to obtain the stabilizer blueprint, this was the hardest one I've done so far in the game, guys. So yeah, that means we have 1 more blueprint and 3 more parts to look at, guys. So we're gonna do exactly that. Ceramic composition. We came across that one multiple times already, but as always, let's go take a look. So it's White Knight Gulch. Bam! Ceramic composites, and a lot of enemies, not a lot of crates here. So access info, Descendant, we go down again, and then we go to Repton. And Repton is from Kingston. And then we go to Fallen Theater. Let's see if we can find some. We got a box over here. There we go, some Repton. A lot of chest here. So yeah, a lot of chest and some Repton. Exactly what we were looking for. And that means we have 1 rare material, encrypted neural circuits. Now, I do believe that is a farm that we need to do. Encrypted neural circuit. Is that a farm we need to do for enhancement materials? No, that's advanced neural circuits. Okay, okay. So it is a different one. Also, I knew a really good spot for that. else I need a really good spot. So yeah, let's take a look. Echo Swamp Hard Seed Vault completed. So it is from a mission, and you know what I love to do, guys. Echo Swamp Hard Hazy Swamp mission monster. There is multiple monsters. So Echo Swamp Hard Seed Vault. Let's see if we can find Seed Vault for the greenery. So it doesn't look like there is gonna be no Seed Vault monsters, guys. So Echo Swamp normal and then Hazy Swamp mission monster. We were looking for a Seed Vault mission monster. What would mean that inside of the Echo Farm Heart here, or the Seed Vault Heart here, we would be able to get more than the 5 that will drop at the end of the mission. Now, these are 5-minute missions, guys, 5 to 7-minute missions. So farming, well, we needed 100 and a bit. They dropped by 5. Let's see, we needed 73. So even if you have 0, it's still a good farm, because, well, from these missions, like I said before, you can get double amorphous materials, guys. So always a good farm. And that's where we can get the rares. Now, for the final piece, guys. The final piece before we can craft up Bunny, Ultimate Bunny. And that is the Enhanced Cell Blueprints. And yeah, like I said before, we have been farming out this one steadily. I think we got 20. And I think the easiest one is just Stunning Beauty. We can one-shot Stunning Beauty normal, guys. And the pattern for this one is Sterilance Normal, the Forgottenness. So it's a regular normal mission. You can do this in, I think the fastest I did this was like 4 minutes and 10 seconds, something like that. Maybe even faster. But yeah, it's really, really fast. And the pattern, Amorphous Material Pattern 009, is 100%. So every 3 minutes, you have 100% of a pattern. Now, it is a really low percentage. Like, we can go home with this 3% chance, but there's also a 15% crystallization catalyst, and we need like a lot when we are gonna level up Bunny. And there's also, of course, Fispers, Abyssal Void, Abyssal Void, Abyssal Void. So a lot of fusion reactors that you can actually do, where Ultimate Felby, Ultimate Bunny, 10% here, Ultimate Bunny, 10% here, and 10% here. So all 10%, guys, but this one was just the fastest, and I kind of need to work on the, like I said, crystallization catalyst. So this is why I actually went for the pattern 009. And like I said, Sterilance normal, and we can actually go into right from here, Void Intercept, Battle, and then Stunning Beauty. You can see here, I farmed up 20. 3% chance, guys. Let's see how lucky we are. And we're getting Felby. All right. Oh, that's good. Yeah, 8 left. Oh, there we go! I was expecting 0. The only thing I was expecting, maybe like 2 or 3 enhanced catalyst, guys. Enhanced catalyst, am I saying this correctly? Crystallization catalyst. I was expecting like maybe 3 blueprints out of the 20, but being able to actually get the blueprint, guys, that is something I wasn't expecting. And that means only one thing. We're moving to Albion, start crafting. Holy crap, yes, baby, yes. Here we go. Here we go. Nice, nice, nice. Baby, come on, baby. Here she is. Bam! Ultimate Bunny in our hands. Oh, this is so freaking good. This is so freaking good, guys. Because what we have, if we go to Descendants, the Descendant list, we basically got regular Bunny, but we now also got Ultimate Bunny. So what I can do now is dismiss Descendants. Because why would we ever play with normal Bunny if we got Ultimate Bunny, right? Bunny the Speedster, recorded level 40. Silver reward 100,000. Upon dismissing a Descendant, Descendant level and preset are reset, and all equipment modules are removed. If you reactivated the Descendant, you cannot acquire Master XP until reaching the recorded level. Yeah, I was just wondering about this. Like, if I just delete Bunny and craft Bunny again, because she's fairly easy to obtain, you cannot acquire Master XP until reaching the recorded level. But it Descendant level and presets are reset. So meaning if I craft her again, can I actually get more Mastery XP with her? Because so far as I can see it, you cannot get to Mastery level 30 with the amount of weapons and Descendants that are in the game right now. That is interesting, but yeah, there we go. So, opening one more slot. And then here we go. Ultimate Bunny in use in all her glory and her, well, rather revealing bikini or swimsuit. Like, holy crap. And of course, I instantly dressed up my bunny. Rather love this outfit a whole lot more than the previous one. Like the previous. Don't get me wrong, I love a girl or a woman in a swimsuit, same as the other blokes here, but I don't know, to be watching at it 24/7. I can watch at her ass 24/7. This game, guys, it makes me do this. But yeah, I gave her a couple colors, some white and some blue. So let's look at the stats, guys. So no level whatsoever. We got level 1 in here, 156 defense. We got 51 shield, 3,362 max HP is actually already pretty big bump. 160 max MP. And of course, it's an ultimate Descendant, guys. So execute max module capacity up is definitely something. Capacity increase completed to 70. There we go. And if we would now go to, where the hell is my, there it is, mid-air maneuvering. That means we get 10 more, guys. So that means we have 80 right now to play with. So we died her. We bought a helmet skin, guys. I couldn't help myself. Kind of like the look. We've got, of course, our Thunder Cage equipped, because that is the one that I need for my singular reactor. We do not have electric skill power boost ratio properly yet, so we can still go higher in damage than I will show you today. And well, most people, if you talk about builds for Ultimate Bunny, most would go with high voltage, of course, and lightning emission, because that is the highest amount of damage I do believe you can get in the game, as this mod actually increases the range and the damage instead of being able to hit multiple targets, right? It's only hit 3 targets as far as I understand it. So yeah, without this with this mod, guys, and then the regular stats at level 40, let's quickly take a look. So we got 1,700 defense. It's actually not too bad. 404 max shield is actually pretty good versus the others that we've seen so far. 4,000 max HP and then 300 max MP. So overall, the stats for Ultimate Bunny are pretty high, I would say, versus the other Descendants that we already see. And then yeah, for the mods, guys, I basically went with one build, and that's a range build that focuses on damage. Like, I didn't want to do, so if we go Descendant and go all, so if I go max range, as we could see with a Valby, maximum range, actually the range I have right now with, where is it, skill expansion, and then we have amplification control for more range in here as well. And then let's quickly check skill cost, and skill frugal mindset for skill effect range. So these 3 mods actually give us 166. That is more than I had on my Valby, because I didn't have the frugal mindset on Valby yet once I actually made that build there. So 166, we could go higher. So if we would look at amplification control, it's 51% for a range mod, but we also have this range mod in here for 94%, meaning we could go to the 200s. What was it? 208.9, I think. Yeah, 208.9, the max range we can get in the game right now. But that also would mean that we would lower our skill power modifier with 20%, right? So that is not why we're using it. We want to have the biggest range that we can get without losing any power. So let's do it like that. Amplification control back in here. Now, of course, we got skill concentration here for skill critical damage. Let's save this one up so we have our stats here. So critical damage, guys, we've got skill critical hit rate a little bit in here and more skill critical hit damage, 27%. We got singular specialists, and then we've got amplification control, and we got front lines. So more skill critical hit damage and a little bit more skill critical hit rate, giving us in total, let's quickly take a look with this setup of mods, 166% range, so pretty good. I'm not really sure. I do believe the high voltage is going to increase on the max skill effect range that we actually have. So it is going to be higher than 166 because of the mod. We got 36% shield, so we're getting a little bit more shield in this. We got a skill cost reduction of 8.5%. And that also includes the basic, if we look at speed of light, so running faster. That means that the continuous MP cost is also going to be lowered. So we're going to have a little bit more uptime on our mana that we use, or our MP that we are using. And then, of course, triggering the skills also costs a little bit less, right? We got a singular skill power modifier in here, 76%. But in a second, we are going to look at what would be the best setup for mods. Are we going to go for, you can see, this is an electric and singular skill right now. So are we going to go full singular? Are we going to need to go electric? And what electric mods should we use to actually go the highest possible damage that I can see so far that I've been building her? Again, I might be wrong about some stuff. I gladly accept that I might be wrong about some stuff. But this is, with my testing that I did, with the mods that I have and upgrading the mods, this is the highest amount of damage that I can get out of it for now. So we got 207% skill critical hit damage. That's pretty good. I do believe that is the highest amount of critical hit damage we can get. Well, there are, wait, crits. There are now mods in the game that actually, that is front lines. So electric power, skill, critical hit damage lowered. Then this is lowered as well. Toxic skill power up. There are now mods in the game. I don't have them yet. That actually give you more critical hit rate or critical hit damage with, for instance, singular skill power and then critical hit rate. So yeah, we might actually have to look into that as well, but I don't have the mods yet. So with the mods that I have, I'll show you my build, right? So skill critical hit rate, 92.3%. We got 49 skill power. We got 25.5 singular skill power modifier, 15% skill cooldown, and 52% max HP with time distribution to get a little bit more survivability in there, guys. Meaning that I am right now not at max HP. Quickly reset. So 6.2, that's actually lowered, but with the... it's the inversion reinforcements, right? So with, which one was it? When defeating an enemy, grants biodensity, 9.5% up to 3 seconds, 5 stacks. That's what you're gonna get really easily, meaning that my HP will go up to 7.6 thousand, which is actually pretty good, but it's not like in the realm of you will go fight hard colossi with this build. Like, I just have to be honest with that. So yeah, that is the setup I have right now. So right now we are completely going into the singular specialist, singular master, singular specialist, right? Although the skill that we most likely will be using is electric and singular. So let's take a look, guys. We did set up the mods here, or the laboratory settings, with the Order of Truth, because the Order of Truth is the enemy type that takes the most amount of damage from Bunny. If we go to Legion of Immortality or the Legion of Darkness, they will take less damage. So we're just gonna try to look at the highest possible numbers in the game. And as we target 3 enemies at the same time, we only spawn 3 as well, right? So that's basically why I have these. So resupply, let's take a look around and see what numbers we can get. So I'm seeing 1,338,000 right now, with completely going into singular. So singular specialist and singular master. Now, why singular specialist, you might wonder? Because we have others as well. So singular, we got focus on singular, which we can replace with singular specialist. But right now we have 100% up down on our lightning emission. You can see the cooldown is 18.9 seconds. The duration is 22 seconds. So it's 100% uptime. So we do not need the extra skill cooldown from focus on singular. And then if you look at the actual singular skill power modifier, it's actually higher as well. It's 76.1. So this is why I'm going with singular specialist and not focus on singular in this build, because I don't need the cooldown, right? So that is why this one is here, and then singular master in here as well. So singular master, what did we have? 1.3. Let's quickly write that down. 1.338. So what are we gonna we'll replace it with? Well, let's look at the electric mods, guys. We got focus on electric again, giving us 77.2% electric skill power, but skill cooldown. Now we got electric specialist giving us 81% electric skill power. So already that is gonna be better than the electric skill power. Again, we don't need the cooldown. So going with normal instead of the rares, guys, for this one. So let's see how much damage we can get out of this setup now that we go together on electric and on singular at the same time, because it is an electric and singular skill, right? So let's boss them up. Let's take a spin around. And we are seeing 1.2. Really? In our testing? Yeah, there we go. So 1.353. So 1,353,000 damage. That is 15,000 damage more. It isn't a lot more damage, guys, but it is more damage. So electric specialist and singular specialist stack better than singular specialist and singular master. So going for both of the electric and the singular is actually stacking better. Now we can even make this even more powerful, guys. There is another electric mod that I found, and that is electronic synthesism. Critical hit resist 50.1%, electric skill power 10.2%. And now you can see why I also left this mod unchecked. I reset all of them except high voltage. That wasn't necessary, but I reset all of them except this one. So we can swap out some of the mods and do some testing. And also later on, that's where I'm gonna go later, swap on some mods depending on what we are gonna fight. So now we should have 10% more electric skill power because of the electric synthetium or synthesism or whatever it is called. Let's do a refresh, see how high we can get it right now. So we're going to 1.4. And what is that? 1.425. So that means we are going up with almost, well, 73 from what I can see. 73,000 damage, guys, that this setup is gonna give us. Electric specialist, singular specialist, and then electronic synthetium. But this is not the highest we can go, guys. There is another mod in here that actually overrules this mod completely. So if we would scroll down, where the hell is it? Dangerous ambush. Dangerous ambush says when landing a skill attack while the enemy is not targeting you, your skill power gets increased by 24.9%. On a skill attack against an immobilized enemy, skill power is increased with 49.8%. Now, what does immobilized means, guys? It means stunned. So there is certain descendants that can stun enemies. Or against a colossi, if you break down a colossi part, he basically goes down on his knees, right? That is also a state where he is immobilized. If the Colossi goes on his knees and he's not running around anymore, meaning that if we use this mod on Colossi with Bunny, we're going with 49.8%. And if that Colossi is not targeting me, we're going with another 24.9%. So you can see where I'm going with this, right? Like, Dangerous Ambush is like the mod to take if you're gonna fight Colossi. Because if the Colossus is fighting somebody else or targeting someone else, you're instantly getting 24.9% increased skill power. And if then the Colossi is on the floor from breaking one of his parts, you're getting another 49.8%. Like, I saw this mod in the list and I was like, I need to test this one out. So if we test this one out, these guys should not be targeting me right now. So I should be getting a 24.9% increase. Meaning that if you look at the damage we're doing now, 1,697,000 guys. Meaning we increase our damage with almost 250,000. I think even more than 250,000. So this right now, for me at least, I might, like I said before, I might be wrong. For me, this is the highest amount of damage that I can get out of Bunny. Now, I saw some screens on YouTube that said 2 million, 3 million damage bunnies. But it was before the season. So I'm not really sure if that even is possible anymore. Maybe I'm missing some mods. Maybe if you guys have any idea. But this is the testing and the mods that I tested. And this is the highest amount of damage that I can now see. And well, you can see these are level 100 mobs, right? So if I run around with a level 100 mobs and they are from the Order of Truth, I'm basically gonna one-shot all of them. Even bosses, I'm gonna like 3-tap them. If it's a boss at the end of a mission. Because I'm doing 1.6 million on them. So if you would go to Legion of Darkness, you are gonna see with this same setup, we're gonna do a whole lot less damage, guys. We're still gonna do pretty good damage, 739 there. And we go higher. And 739. So 739,000 damage is still a lot, seeing how fast and how much they're ticking, right? And then if we would go laboratory settings and go versus the Legion of Immortality, let's take a look at how high the damage is versus these guys. So 600 and 700 there. 729,000. So the damage is still enough where we can one-shot level 100s at hard difficulty, guys, with this setup. And I feel like that is kind of all you want, right? You want to be able to clear out everything kind of with a one-shot. And that is what this build can do. Now, there are some other mods that we can take advantage of. At least one more mod, guys. And that is, we right now do not have 100% uptime on our speed of light. So if you want to have 100% uptime on speed of light, and you don't really care that much about doing like 250,000 more damage, you can get rid of this mod. And this is also, again, why I left this one open and didn't actually implement. Well, I could actually do an implementation of a mod circuit on this one, right? And then later on, I could just empty it out if I want to use another one, right? So what mod am I talking about, guys? We've got, where is it? Come on. We got Strong Mentality, skill cost, minus 15.2%. We also got MP Collector. When defeating an enemy, instantly cover 12.2% of your max MP at a 17% chance. And again, you slot this one in here, and you can see module capacity is still fixed. So I only needed to reset her. We had 4 resets, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And basically we had 4, meaning I only needed to reset her 6 times to be able to make this build. So that's actually pretty cheap. Seeing as how we made a Valby build that we reset it 16 times. Like that's a whole lot cheaper, right? To make a build that with MP Collector, because you're still gonna, well, if we save this one up, and then we're not killing him right now. We're still doing 500 damage, 500,000 damage, right? 585,000 damage. That's still enough to kill him really, really fast. And if we would now Do laboratory settings. Let's spawn 10. There we go. And let's do invisibility off. Spawn Vulgus. And look at my energy. You can see my energy going back up after the kills. It only happened once. But if you have endless enemies that you're facing, guys, you basically have almost 100% uptime. Start sprinting. And this time we didn't get a reset there. So it is only 17%. See if we can get some mana back. No mana back this time, so yeah, it's only a 17% chance, guys. But once you have a lot of enemies, you're basically gonna, for instance, in defense missions or the new 400% missions that are out there, there's so many enemies there, you basically never run out of mana to actually keep your speed of light uptime 100%. Now, another thing, like I said, that would help with the actual uptime is implementing skill cost. So the amount of skill cost that you're gonna... So let's see if I would do this in here and basically get my skill cooldown away and my max HP away. We basically now have... Let's quickly take a look. So MP cost is 9.2 and the continuous cost instead of 25 is only 19.1, right? Out of the 300 that we have. Together with an MP collector is basically 100% uptime on your speed of light. But you're sacrificing, for me at least in this setup, you're sacrificing the HP and you're sacrificing a lot of damage. And mobs, when you kill them, they also drop mana orbs. So from picking up the mana orbs, I don't really... It's only at the places where there's not a lot of mobs that I actually run out of mana or MP. All the other places where there's mobs and I can pick up the mana orbs, I basically never run out of MP. So, yeah, these are the builds, guys, and the mods that I be using. Let's do HP though, because I don't want to... where the hell is it? And yeah, time distribution gives me MP and a little bit of skill cooldown as well, right? And then MP collector, that is going to be replaced with... Where the hell is dangerous ambush? This setup is just so freaking cool, guys. It does so much damage and you still have a little bit of survivability. 6,000 is not a lot, so you could say, okay, Descendant modules, I'm gonna fight a colossi. Well, here we go. Colossi, right? Increased HP amplification, time distribution, and you basically go for your 498%. That's the Colossi builds that I usually go for. I still need to build this one out where, well, for instance, Dangerous Ambush is actually in here. Specific capacity to equip. So yeah, I still need to slot these in and adjust mods for all of these. I still have a lot of work to do to work on my HP build. But for now, I just wanted to make a build where I basically go over... If I'm gonna run Bunny in the general game, not on Colossi, but general game, this would be the build that I would be using. So if you have any suggestion, guys, where my build can even get better, then let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. For now, I'm gonna wrap up this episode here. If you want to see more of my Let's Play here in the First Descendant, or any other game that I might be playing on my channel, just hit that subscribe button. It would always help out a lot. I do hope you enjoyed this episode. Maybe you learned something, maybe you found it funny, maybe you thought I was pretty insane. I don't know what you might find, but if you liked the episode, guys, give the video a thumbs up. Again, that would help out in the search engine. And like I said, hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.